My name is Agam Arora from Chicago, and I will read a testimonial from a person in India who prefers to stay anonymous. When I was depressed, there were no struggles. That was the problem. There was little to look forward to, nothing to do, just emptiness and monotony. People still mix up depression and grief, but truth is depression was more boredom and loneliness than anything close to sadness. I'd take grief over that for sure. I didn't find out I was depressed. It wasn't a particular instance as such. Weeks into it, you just get the feeling something's wrong. Being a psychology student, I had a vague idea of it. Obviously, I wanted to get out of it, but motivation was drained. Gradually, I tried to do things to help take my mind off the monotony. I was in college during this. All my other friends had moved to other colleges, one of the reasons it happened. What I needed to do was pass time. During those days, I wouldn't do much when I got home because I was tired, another reason that led to it. But I decided to change that. I started following lots of series and watching movies for leisure. Took my mind off of it. Eventually, I felt better. Plus, downloading movies had a sort of fun accomplishment to it. I did feel better whenever I completed one. I wasn't able to tell anyone about this because for me it was a very abstract condition. Depression is not like, say, fever, where once you get a high temperature, you just know. It's very ambiguous and differs for each person. Secondly, it's pretty difficult to speak generally about emotional stuff when you're into it. There's internal indifference to most things, a sense of abandonment, baseless agitation, and a lack of motivation to be social and interactive, all which make it difficult to speak up against depression. And I had no one around anyway, so it was already bad enough. I did eventually speak to 2 people, but not to seek help, just to report my experience, and only because they asked. There was no reaction, because I was almost out of it when I spoke. I don't know about why people don't want to go public about struggling with mental health, but what I feel is, as I already said, the main reason is that depression and perhaps other mental, emotional issues are more abstract than physical conditions. It's just difficult to describe. Plus, even if others have that condition, their experiences are possibly different from yours. So getting your experience across to others might be more difficult than we know. Not to mention that other problems depression brings that become obstacles in being social. I don't really feel I have stigma against psychological issues. However, I know my relatives have little understanding of it, so I'd never share it with them. That's it.